Hey YouTube, it is Matt Chunkums 89 or Asia, and I am back with another video. Um, I know it has been such a long time. I don't even know how long it's been. I think it's been like over a year since I made my last video. So a lot has definitely happened since my last video. And I almost feel guilty and embarrassed and ashamed. Um, and that's another reason why I haven't made a video, because I didn't want to have to come up here and, say what I'm about to say, which is I no longer am an IUD diva. So, not by choice either. And this is all why I felt a little hesitant about doing this video, because I had to remove my IUD because it was puncturing, it migrated, and I actually had to remove it myself because I did not have any health insurance at the time. But I was in a lot of pain on my right side, especially during my period it was hell, because I think the reason why it did not work for me is because I remember one time me and my boyfriend, we had really rough sex, and that was when that hurt, and I think that pain started or whatever, and then like a couple months down the line, I started getting pains with my ovaries and my periods, and it started like spasming and just freaked me out. There was a lot of weird stuff going on with my body at that time, and the only thing I could bring it to was the IUD. I didn't have a way to go to the doctors at that time, so I couldn't. I tried to go to Planned Parenthood, and they would not help me unless I had Medicaid. And at that time, I had just moved to a different state. A lot of drama was going on, so a lot has been going on that prevented me from making this video, or made me feel like I don't know how the response is going to be with this video. But to be more specific, I removed my IUD the 4th of July of 2011. So I got my IUD June of, I think, 2009. So that was 2 years I had it in, 2 years and a couple of weeks maybe. And if I could have went the full 10 years without any kind of health issues, I would have went the full 10 years, and I would have kept going. Like, to this day, I still want the IUD, but it affected me in a negatively way, and I feel bad because, I started this channel promoting and, showing the benefits, and, I got messed up over the IUD, so it's like, darn it, spoke too soon. But that's how it was. I still like the IUD because I didn't have to use it every day. I'm not promoting any new birth controls or anything right now. I'm using the NuvaRing because that's as long lasting as I can get it without having it physically, no foreign objects in my body. Like right now, the NuvaRing is just in a cavity. That's different. But I didn't want to put any other foreign objects in my body, because when the reactions were going on, and because this was in May through July when I was having these abnormalities and these effects, because that was so long ago, I don't really remember the specifics, and I should have like kind of journalized it or documented it or whatever. But I mean, it was pretty much, I was spotting. That was my key, that something's wrong, because I don't spot. And I thought I was pregnant at first because I had a lot of pain in my abdomen. So I thought, I was pregnant with this IUD. I was spotting. I had those flutters, or spasms, or whatever you want to call them, and tenderness on, it was really my right ovary, but towards the end, my left ovary started hurting me. And then, oops, the earring fell out. And then it just kind of sort of progressed from there. It got worse and worse, more spotting, heavier periods, more pain. And I mean, before anything serious, before anything serious, I don't know. Like, I just took it out before anything could get worse. And even though I was scared to death when I removed it because I didn't know if I was removing it right, or, but I just, at that point, I don't even remember if I think I was on my period. And that pain kind of drove me a little crazy because I was snapping at my boyfriend, I was snapping at my dog, and they didn't do anything wrong. But because I was in such uncomfortable pain all the time, it wasn't just during my period, it was all the time. You know, that cramping. So, that was another, I was having, I don't, oh, and another thing, see, now that I'm thinking about it again, it's jogging my memory. But another thing was I started tasting copper in my mouth. That was another creepy thing. Like, I would just, and I would taste copper. Like, I got pennies, a bunch of just, like, one time it got like where I feel like I had a whole mouthful of just copper flavored saliva. Gross. So I felt at that time, now that I'm thinking about it, at that time I thought I had um, copper, um, not overdose, but I can't I can't think of the freaking word right now. I want to like pause the video and Google it right now. But anyway, I thought I had like overdose of copper or something because I had that copper tasting or whatever, and all of those things made me think that it was the IUD because it's a copper IUD. I wasn't taking any vitamins at the time, so that was pretty much the only copper I should have been getting in my diet. So that all of those events happened between May and July 4th when I removed it, and I think I was on my period like maybe the third or fourth day when I'm open the most, or I don't know. And I just knew that was probably as open as my cervix was going to get, so I might as well do it now so it'll be as least pain as possible. And I went in the bathroom. I sat on the toilet and I just slowly removed it. And I think it had got too high and it probably was trying to get embedded in my uterus because the more I would like pull it down, I could feel the pain alleviating. And sometimes I think maybe I should have just tugged it down a little bit and just left it alone. That's probably what I should have did. But I was just so in a different state of mind. I was just like, I want it out now because I can't deal with this pain. I can't be getting killed with copper. And, so I just removed it. And like I said, now I'm on the NuvaRing. It's hormonal. It's like completely everything that I did not want when I switched to the IUD. So I'm conflicted, but I'm not having any problems with the NuvaRing. So I mean, when I'm looking at it health wise, and it's still fresh because I had the IUD for 2 years before I experienced any side effects. So I think maybe I should see how my body reacts to this as time goes by before I start making judgments on birth control. So that's pretty much it. That's my update. I'm really sorry that I have not kept you guys updated. I hope you don't feel like I've led you on or I've tricked you or anything, because I still say if you want the IUD and all the pros are there for you, if you know the cons, the bad about the IUD, the risks that I believe I suffered through, and the reason I don't want to say I did is because I didn't have a doctor to confirm because I didn't have insurance. So this was just all from me. This is just my experience. So I still say if you think the IUD is good for you, try it. But I mean, I guess it's gonna be my last IUD video, and this was my experience of the IUD. Um, I appreciate everybody's still been commenting and questioning, during my hiatus, and I really appreciate that. Please continue, and I'll keep commenting and writing back, and I'll keep responding. So Thank you for viewing, and let me hear your feedback. Please don't be mad if you are. Don't be too mad, because, like I said, if the circumstances were different, I would have kept the IUD. But yeah, bye.